Okay, story time. So yesterday, somebody I know wanted to buy a Mustang, and I had to talk them out of it. And here's why. So they have already a car that's almost paid off. It's a Honda Civic, fresh Honda Civic 2022, and they have like 2 years left on their loan. And this person, she got really excited, wanted a Mustang, was about to spend $40,000, and she had equity in her car. And I told her, you can always buy something, but you cannot go back if you felt like it was a mistake. Because there's a lot of costs that go into buying another car like that, specifically like a sports car or a muscle car. And she wanted the V8 and all this. So I told her, the best advice I can give you is wait until your car is paid off. And then, if you think you're still want a Mustang, still need a Mustang, you want to enjoy the car, you can get that as a second car. Because being young, in 2 years, the insurance will probably, go down a little bit, especially if the car is paid off. And then the Mustang, you can buy the Mustang. You can just look into buying a Mustang, adding a second car, and you'll have this Honda that you can do whatever you want with, instead of being quote unquote stuck with a Mustang. I get it. I've bought a lot of cars. I love cars, and I've made a lot of mistakes. And even to this day, I get excited, and even if I know it's a financial mistake big time, I'll buy a car. But when you see it from a third person perspective, like when you see somebody else doing something like that, you understand how much of a mistake sometimes it can be. Not always, but it can be. It's hard not to get emotional when you make a purchase like that, especially when it's a nice car that you really want, you've wanted for some time. But you have to weigh your options. The longer you wait, the better it is, because you can buy that Mustang today, right, trading in your Honda, or you can wait 6 months from now and do it. You can do it then, or you can wait until it's paid off and then see if you want another car loan. Because especially when you're younger, it's best to get a car, to keep the car that you have, whether you financed it, whether you bought it cash, because you want to first have like a stable income. You want to have your life kind of sort of set up before you make those big purchases. Because let's say you needed to move, let's say you live with your parents and you needed to move out, that having a car that's paid off, that's nice, not just like a 1999 with 300,000 miles that's rusting. It's a huge financial help. And the Honda being 4-door, being front-wheel drive, is going to be better in the winter. You don't have to change tires all the time. And a lot of people, when they lose their job, they do like deliveries and Uber and stuff like that. Happened to me multiple times. So it's just better to have that than not to have it. And if you're in a position where you do have a job, your income is stable, and you just really want to reward yourself, go for it. But it's very hard to not get super emotional, treat it like an emergency, and jump in. You get so hyped that you just like, you know what, I'll figure out the details later. But a lot of times, we all make those mistakes, especially people who like cars. It's pretty hard to think clearly when you're so excited. And it's hard to listen to other people who see what you're not seeing at that moment.